Having a child is one of the most exciting times in a person's life. Imagine that child saying its first words and beginning to learn how to conversate with you. It's such an enjoyable time. Well, what if that was taken away? What if instead of being able to talk and communicate, the baby stopped talking? What if it couldn't even understand you anymore? That would be a hard time, wouldn't it? And now you visit a doctor and the doctor says autism. For a brief moment you feel devastated till you start working out different treatments and things like that. Well, what if it wasn't autism? What if it was a rare neurological disorder? The disorder I'm talking about today is LKS, Landau-Kleffner syndrome. Now, this is often misdiagnosed as autism. With this disorder, it has aphasia. Aphasia is not being able to understand language. Now, how I came into knowledge about this neurological disorder was when my son Malachi had a sleep study. It was a 2-hour sleep study and we found out he had seizures. Well, seizures are 85% chance that autistic kid with seizures. Now, this is 85% chance with LKS also. Now, finding out more about this, 18 months to 7 years old, a kid can be diagnosed with LKS. It was first discovered by Dr. Frank Kleffner. And with LKS, children typically lose their language skills. Now this is what made me think of my son right away. My son, actually from the ages of birth, he developed well for the first 2 years, and then suddenly nothing. Suddenly it was a different child. Now with this disorder, it is misdiagnosed as autism and ADHD. Listen to what the National Neurological Disorder Society stated. It states that it's very difficult to diagnose LKS. It's misdiagnosed as autism, hearing impairment, learning disability, nonverbal, attention deficit disorder, and emotional problems. Sounds a lot like autism. Also, when it comes to this, I spent several hours just researching websites about this LKS to see whether my son possibly had it instead of autism. Well, today we're going to find out, or I'm going to try to inform about the symptoms of LKS, how it can be accurately diagnosed, and what treatment is available. So for starters, what is LKS? Again, it is agnosia, which means a person who is unaware of their failure to recognize or understand language. Also, aphasia, the inability to use language. Other symptoms states the Great Ormond Street Hospital for Children. Other symptoms is that hypertension, hard to learn. Now, you may think, well, that's most of the kids I know, that they have problems with hyperactivity or things that are hard to learn for them. But as mentioned before, this is a rare disorder. How rare is it? Well, only 1 in a million kids have been diagnosed with LKS. And a lot of the reason is because of, doctors feel it's because of the diagnosis. Well, how do you get a diagnosis? Well, again, it would be an overnight sleep study. That is the only way. A neurologist can look at the test and see whether a child has LKS. Well, it can rule out or rule in. But what's very good about this is that compared to autism, where there's tons and tons of treatment, with LKS there's 3 treatments. The first treatment is an anti-consultant medicine. Now, this medicine is used to decrease seizures, almost and effectively make them go away. The second is a steroid. Now, this daily steroid has been seen to, within a matter of weeks, children's language ability starts to perk up. And then finally, there's another surgical procedure that most people don't go with, but in 11 out of 14 cases have shown very good results with this cortex surgery. Now, with these different treatments, we can see that it's a very diagnosed plan, or the plan is very comprehensive, let's say. And the Boston Children's Hospital, they are the forerunners when it comes to knowing about nonverbal individuals. Now, in conclusion, Malachi because my visual aid. In conclusion, my son Malachi, we don't know whether he has LKS. Here's a picture of him in his sleep study. It was a 2-hour. Again, the official diagnosis has to be an overnight sleep study. But we're very excited, to get him signed up for that. And if you know people that have nonverbal individuals in their family, maybe their children, they would love to know about a test that could maybe show them other forms of treatment that might even possibly work right away. So I hope that you're informed.
What age? What age? So you got me all into this. What age? What if? Cause she's got a girlfriend. I got a Bible study that.
He knows Karen.